Stop hiding and come out, Amy. Explain what's going on now. Why were you embracing Theo, my fiancé, the groom? Oh my God, you caught me. I thought I moved away from him fast enough. You ran away before I could question you. Tell me what that was all about. Who would come forward before an angry person? I mean, you know what was going on without me telling you. The groom was hugging a woman other than the bride in the dressing room on the wedding day. You can guess, can't you? Don't tell me that you two were in a relationship behind my back. You know exactly what's going on. That's right. We were actually seeing each other in secret. We've been together for about 6 months now. What? I couldn't help it. It's not fair that only your twin sister gets the golden opportunity. We have the same face, but you're the only one who gets rich, while I remain single and normal. Wouldn't that annoy you? What? I mean, Theo really has a gap between his looks and background. He looks super normal, or rather a plain guy. But actually, he's the son of a very wealthy family. I heard that they own tons of real estate. Just because you're annoyed and he's rich? I can't believe you would cheat with your own sister's fiancé for such a reason. Don't be so mad at me. After all, the scheme didn't work. What? I was hoping to get him to switch to me somehow, but Theo is surprisingly stubborn. He turned me down saying he couldn't marry me. That's why we just hugged each other for the last time. So what? The fact that you cheated with him doesn't go away. And the fact that you betrayed me, your family. Oh, it's almost time for the wedding to start. Stop looking for me and go back to the dressing room. I'll be back in the family waiting room.
Rachel, we should talk things out. Let me explain what just happened. I want you to come back to the dressing room.
I don't even want to see your face anymore. Amy told me everything. I didn't realize you've been having an affair with my sister for the past 6 months.
I wouldn't call it an affair. It's more like a fling. You guys have the same face, but Amy is more vibrant and charming. So we just ended up having a relationship.
Are you saying it's okay if it's a fling? You want me to forgive you for cheating on me and have the wedding as planned? I can't. Call off the wedding right now.
Huh? What'd you just say?
It's only natural for me to react this way. Let's just call it off and discuss how to proceed. Whether to break up or to try to work things out again. I can't think straight now, so I need some time.
How can we cancel the wedding now? Then we're done. I'm breaking up with you right now.
What?
I'd rather break up with you than cancel the wedding. And I'll marry Amy instead of you.
What on earth are you saying? Marrying Amy? I've never heard of anyone trading brides on the day of the ceremony.
It's better this way than canceling the ceremony on that day. You guys are twins and have the same face. No one will notice that the bride has changed. And since the guests are only family, it can be covered up easily. Let's just say the bride's name on the invitations was a printing error.
You're kidding. Do you really mean that?
I'm not kidding. And I'm rather glad I got to replace the bride. To be honest, I think Amy is prettier than you, Rachel.
I beg your pardon?
I think with her charm, she looks prettier even with the same face. She's very outgoing, always smiling, and her smiles make me happy. I've never had a girl approach me like that in my life.
You like Amy a lot.
You don't want to see my face ever again, right, Rachel? Then there should be no problem with canceling this marriage. Or do you want to marry me no matter what? I didn't know you were so madly in love with me, Rachel.
Huh?
I guess if you're going to apologize for getting mad at me over this little fling, I'll reconsider swapping the bride. Get down on your knees and apologize for accusing me. Then I'll reconsider marrying Amy.
Screw you! I will never marry a cheating bastard like you. If you're going to go that far, go ahead and marry Amy or whatever. I'll hand over my position as today's bride to that girl.
Don't regret those words later. Well then, the bride of the day is going to be Amy as of this moment. You can take off your dress and sit in the relative seat.
Hey, Rachel. Theo told me that you're going to offer me your position as the bride. It's a dream come true that I'm going to marry Theo. Yeah, you two go do whatever you want. I broke up with Theo, and I don't care who he marries. Even if the new bride is you, my own sister. Then, I'll do as I please without hesitation. I'll change into my wedding dress and go into the hall with him. But first, you need to go home right now. What? Can't I just stay here? I was going to watch the wedding of my sister and my robbed ex. It's tough to get married in front of your ex, even for Theo. And although you seem to be trying hard to act strong, you're a miserable loser who got dumped by Theo. I bet you'll break down in tears as soon as you see us happy. Huh? If that happens, the wedding will be a complete disaster. So, you should leave while you still can. I don't want to see an unhappy woman with the same face as mine. Who do you think made me unhappy by being robbed of my fiancé? But it's the bride's order after all. I'll leave as you wish. Thank you for being so understanding. I'll enjoy this lavish wedding on your behalf. Thanks for giving me the golden opportunity. Thanks to you too. Huh? I never thought I'd be able to avoid this wedding in this way. It's unexpected, but it turned out to be a blessing in disguise. You really saved my life. Hey, Rachel. Stop acting so strongly. I know you want this wedding with the son of a wealthy family more than anything. A big wedding in a gorgeous place like this. Why don't you just admit how disappointed you are to have that stolen away from you? A gorgeous wedding. I really wish it was. Huh? You'll see my point in a minute. Well then, as you wish. I'm going home. Enjoy your unhappy wedding as the plundering couple. 1 hour later. Hey, Rachel. What's with this wedding? I've never seen such a crappy wedding. Now, do you understand how I feel? The spacious wedding venue gives off a luxurious atmosphere, but everything else sucks. The dress is just a simple plain white dress. The only food served was pizza and a small wedding cake. It's an unbelievably low-budget wedding, isn't it? This is supposed to be a wealthy person's wedding. What's going on? We only got one drink, which was for the toast. And even that one drink was served in a paper cup. It's ridiculous to have such a cheap wedding. I know. That's common sense. But neither Theo nor his parents shared my feelings. They're super stingy, so all they care about is saving money. Huh? What do you mean by super stingy? Theo's family is rich and wealthy, right? There's no need to be stingy. They're rich, and also very stingy. What? It was fine when we were dating. Even though he's rich, we had the same money sense, so it was easy to be together. He never wastes money, and I like that. But after the engagement, I started to see him for who he really is. I found out that he wasn't thrifty, but just an extremely stingy person. What exactly did he do to make you think so? Well, first of all, my birthday. When we were dating, he celebrated me with a cake and a present. But as soon as we got engaged, he said, "We're going to be family, so we shouldn't waste our money." And he gave me nothing on my birthday. Not even a cake or a card. Absolutely nothing. What? Also, he banned us from eating out when going on dates. I had to bring our own lunches and water bottles to save money. Even at movie theaters, even though you're not allowed to bring your own food, he would bring his own food and eat it without hesitation. He says, "The popcorn I make myself is cheaper and tastes better." What? And today's wedding has been a hassle from the very beginning. Even his parents started to interfere, and it was just awful. It's ridiculous to spend so much money for just one day. You should get the cheapest plan for your wedding, they said. It's a once-in-a-lifetime wedding, so I wanted to spend some money, you know. Is that so? Since they're wealthy, wouldn't they rather pay for it all? No, of course not. He and I are splitting the wedding expenses 50-50 today. In fact, I was going to pay about 70% of the cost, actually. What? That's why I thought I managed to prepare my ideal wedding. I told them I'm paying for the additional costs, so please stop interfering. But when I arrived today at the wedding, it was completely different. Without even asking me, they changed it to the cheapest plan. I froze when I saw that the dress I had ordered wasn't here, and they gave me the white dress you're wearing. You're kidding. I can't believe they changed the wedding plan without your permission. It seems they didn't want a lavish wedding. They said there's no need for it to be extravagant for a family wedding. They didn't just change it to the cheapest plan. They cut off everything possible and made it into the world's cheapest wedding ever. I couldn't stand it, so I went to the groom's dressing room only to find him hugging my twin sister. I felt nothing but despair. Oh, I thought you opened the door vigorously at that time. So that's what happened. I was shocked that you betrayed me, and I won't forgive you for what you did. But I'm glad you switched places with me at the wedding. Thank you so much for giving me a reason to leave with no second thoughts. Oh no, this is not what I expected. I had no idea that Theo and his family were such cheapskates. I thought I'd had a wealthy and luxurious life after marriage. That's impossible. They have money, but they seem to live a very frugal life. I heard that you're only allowed to flush the toilet once a day. What? There are many other episodes while living together, but I'll stop here because I don't want to spoil your wedding. Besides, I'm sure you'll experience it all later anyway. Oh no, wait. Please tell me what's going to happen to me. I can't carry on with this wedding any longer. Well then, have a wonderful newlywed life with him. I'm going to go talk to a lawyer about filing for alimony.
Hey Rachel, what's this alimony charge? 100K just for breaking off the engagement? That's a ripoff.
Ripoff? That's a terrible thing to say. I consulted with a lawyer before making this decision.
Lawyer?
Finding out about the affair on the day of the wedding, and the lover was my own sister. You immediately switched to my sister without even an apology. With all this, it's no surprise you're charged so much.
But you were the one who insisted on canceling the wedding. So that's why I switched to Amy. The switching is your fault too, you know.
I called off the wedding because you guys were having an affair. You're the one who started it. Don't you dare blame me.
But still, 100K is too much.
It must be so humiliating for you that the money you worked so hard to save living such a stingy life to be gone in an instant like this. If only you hadn't been so dishonest, you wouldn't have lost it.
Damn it! You're taking advantage of me just because I have money.
I don't care what you think. I'm going to keep on demanding until you pay me. This is the least I can do to make you understand what an awful thing you've done to me.
God damn it, fine. I'll pay you then. I have money. I can afford 100K. I'll pay it all in cash.
Wow, the son of a wealthy family is indeed impressive. It's so cool to pay in one lump sum.
In return, don't you ever show up in front of us. I don't want to see your face ever again.
You don't have to tell me that. I never want to see you guys either. But are you okay with having a wife with a face that looks exactly like mine? I'm sure every time you see Amy's face, you'll think of me.
Shut up. Don't ever contact me again.
Okay, take care. Tell Amy I said hi. I can't do this super stingy lifestyle any longer. Oh my god, what's wrong? I thought you and Theo were having a happy newlywed life. I'm nowhere near happy. I'm having a hell of a newlywed life. It's all your fault for filing such a massive alimony claim. I'm having a hard time because of you. What? What do you mean it's my fault? It's normal to ask for alimony for a broken engagement. In the end, Theo agreed to pay it all, and there were no problems. Instead of agreeing, Theo is still mad at me. He's pissed off because he lost 100K for a mere affair. He said, until I get that money back, we'll have to save even more. We'll move in with my parents to save more money. What? You moved in with your in-laws as newlyweds? I was so against it. But Theo said, then you have to pay me back the 100K. If you can't, then shut up and listen to me. Although it's not much as Theo, you had to pay me alimony too, so you have no savings as well. And your parents are fed up with you, so they won't help you. So I had no choice but to listen to him. I told myself I'd just have to hang on until we could save up 100K. But it's more hell than I imagined, and I can't do it anymore. I'm only allowed to wear my mother-in-law's hand-me-downs now. What? Is that so? Soon after we moved in, my mother-in-law told me to sell all my nice clothes. She said I should sell my stuff to make money for the trouble I caused her son. No way. That's why you sold all your clothes? My mother-in-law did that without my permission. I refused to do it until the very end. Then, she sold everything while I was out. My clothes, my bags, everything was gone. Wow. And now, I have to wear her hand-me-downs. All she gives me are old, shabby, yellowing clothes. Oh my god. Even if she's your mother-in-law, hand-me-downs from an old lady. I would never want to wear those. I wouldn't wear them either if I didn't have to. But I don't have any clothes, so I don't have a choice. And during the day, to save money on food, I'm put in charge of the vegetable garden. I've been forced to work outside all day long. Thanks to this, my nails are all ruined. Of course, you can't go to the nail salon to repair them. Of course not. I don't even get an allowance. They don't even let me buy sweets. Your newlywed life is beyond my imagination. But that's what you wanted as much as to steal it from your twin sister. Good luck and enjoy your life as a cheapskate. I told you, I can't enjoy it. Please, switch places with me right now. I don't know about Theo, but his parents wouldn't notice the difference. You still have feelings for him anyway, right? I'll give him back to you, so switch places with me. I don't have any feelings for him, and I don't want to live in that hell. I want to earn my own money and spend it as I please. No way am I going to live my life in a family of cheapskates. I'm sick of it too. What am I supposed to do then? Am I supposed to live in poverty? You looked so happy to be given the position of his bride. Remember how you felt then and do your best. Amy asked for divorce several times, but she was told the condition is that she return $50,000 to Theo, which is half of the alimony fee Theo had to pay me. She started working part-time to save that money, but she was told that her income belongs to the family and 90% of her income is taken away from her. Therefore, she cannot save any money at all. The happy life of marrying into a wealthy family continues to be a life of hell. And about Theo? I'll regain all the money I lost by saving and investing, he said, and angrily purchased a large amount of virtual currency. I think he could have managed to invest his money well if he was calm as usual, but he let his anger get the better of him and ended up making the biggest mistake of his life. Instead of increasing his savings, he lost tens of thousands of dollars. The more he tries to recover his losses, the more he loses. Finally, he even took out his family's assets behind their backs. And even now, he continues to lose. We'll have to wait and see what happens next.